Hello, viewers. Once again, I welcome you to my YouTube channel, where we are going to discuss issue of marriage. Last time we discussed about marriage, some people now started asking what constitutes a valid marriage. So I think I just want to use few minutes to explain to that. It's very simple. One, once you see a person you want to marry, you first of all check whether the person is an adult, because our law has abrogated and prohibited child's marriage. Now, if the person must have consent, have capacity to consent to a marriage. If the lady or the man, you people have agreed, you go and seek the consent of the parents' consent. Now, if the father now gave consent, you can now go and pay the bride price in line with the native land custom of that community. After paying the bride price, they will hand over your wife to you. It's now your wife. That is a valid and lawful marriage. Now, some people said, what of a church marriage? What of no? After that, there's what we call marriage under the act. The marriage under the act, some of you call it court marriage. Now, that marriage under the act, you can go and do that. Immediately when you marry, that under native land custom, your marriage is regulated, is guided by under native land custom of that particular community, of that particular area. Those laws, those particular laws that is not recognized to natural justice, equity, and good conscience, that does not offend the law of the land, it can be applied in this marriage. But remember that example, if the law of that community say that a man has the right to marry as many as, that is the law. If you go and marry another one, your wife cannot sue you for bigamy. Your wife cannot complain about it because it is what their law permits. But immediately you marry under the act, that is to say, you have gone to local government, go and register the way do people there. You have married under the act, they gave you certificate. And the principle of that particular law is one man, one wife. You cannot marry more than one. You cannot marry more than one husband. That one is on that. Except you people divorce, you can go and marry. Now, that one is on that. And somebody is still asking me, what of church marriage? Church marriage is a marriage under the act. If that place is a licensed place of celebration of marriage, what do I mean by a licensed place of celebration of marriage? Let me just use Catholic Church as an instance. Now, if there is a Catholic Church in Use, Abuja, and there is another Catholic Church in Gariki, Abuja, and that particular church in Use is registered, is a celebrated, a licensed place of celebration of marriage, and the Federal Marriage Registry and the authority concerned has accredited that place as a licensed place of celebration of marriage, having passed through the rigorous procedure and what have you, that particular place remain a licensed place of worship. Only that place. That does not mean that Catholic church that is being approved is covering Gariki, is covering Kubwa, is covering Lube. No, it's only that particular place. In other words, if you go there to wait, you have waited under the act. If the Catholic church in Gariki is not registered, your marriage there is as good as customary court marriage. Is unknown to law. Is unknown to law. That church marriage is as good as customary court marriage. Is unknown to law. I don't know whether you're getting what I'm saying. The only thing there is that when you people have issue that has to do with what did the law of the church said. The law of the church is saying this. It's not binding. It may be binding on you. I don't want to go into that. But once you celebrate, you wedded in a place that is registered, that particular law governing the act will now apply. It also applied to other churches, Anglican, Pentecostal, Orthodox, and what have you. Because I've seen where some people said Catholic Church, Anglican Church, Assemblies of God Church, these are the only church that is recognized where you do marriage, and is is that particular church and no other. Now, when you must have, now that you have understand what is customary marriage, and now that you have understand what is marriage under the act, you people call it court marriage. That is, immediately you have this thing, you have what you call valid marriage. You people have married. Remember that I said when you married under native land custom, you pay the price they give you. That is a valid marriage. The only thing there is that it's being regulated by the custom. Now, if you want to go and marry, somebody's asking, I want to marry the lady, but the father said that I don't have money, and the lady insisted that I must marry me, and since that time we have been living. In fact, he has 3 children for me. My dear brother, that person is not your wife, and you are not the husband, because you have not fulfilled the requirements. Go back to the parents. If they unreasonably withheld their consent, you involve the ego, you involve those in the community. You can even approach customary court for customary court to ask you to do away with that consent and go and marry, because the parents want to frustrate the lady. They want to frustrate the lady by unreasonably withholding their consent, because they believe that the man is not as rich as Dangote, and they are waiting for somebody that is richer as Dangote to come and marry the lady and their daughter. So these are the issue. So when that consent is necessary, but when it is unreasonably withheld, you involve the local customary community to intervene. So this is what constitutes a valid marriage. And when you marry under that settled seat, the person is your wife. The implication is that if you marry under the act, why some people said, some men who now said, I don't want to marry court marriage, so that my wife will, if I die, your wife will not take your thing to go and give their parents. You are talking, that's Arab nonsense. Once you people are married, you people are one. What your property belongs to the woman, the woman property belongs to you. People are now one. Now, why some people normally restrict if they have a negative intention of marriage? They said customary court, if you want to divorce, that one used to be very simple. It's all about returning the bride price, and that will end everything. Because if you marry under the act, the only court that has jurisdiction to terminate that marriage is the High Court of a state or that of FCT, as the case may be. But if it is under customary court, it's all about, if it's under customary marriage under native land custom, it's all about returning the bride price. So these are the issues I want to open your eye. And if I will encourage people to marry under the act, because if you marry under the act and register a marriage, it will help you to protect your marriage, solidify your marriage, so that there will be no a third party. Your husband will not look at another woman, or you looking at another man, because that one is also a crime. We call it bigamy. I don't want to go into that, but that is the position. So you share the link